In another story that only utopian liberal leftists will find surprising, it seems that technology that was meant to save retailers money might actually be doing the opposite and costing them more in the long run. Near the end of December, NewsNation ran a story with a stark headline, "The convenience of self-checkout may be backfiring for retailers according to data from LendingTree." The online lending marketplace surveyed 2,000 US consumers and found that of all those that admitted to stealing at self-checkout, 18% of them were folks who actually made more than $100,000 a year. Now, for you Canadians watching, before you become smug and arrogant, I would guarantee you that if we had the same survey here, the results would be virtually the same. The other self-confessed shoplifters had salaries of $35,000 and less, and between $50,000 and $74,999, according to LendingTree. What happened to the group between 75 and 100? I have no idea, but this is what they came up with. It seems that some retailers are finally starting to pay attention to this disturbing fact, whether they'll admit it's the reason for going back to the way things used to be done. For example, Dollar General has cut down on self-checkouts at their stores. Well, why? Well, they're citing over-reliance on self-checkout and wanting to improve the overall customer experience. There's no doubt that some folks struggling financially might be tempted to walk away without paying, said Matt Schultz, Chief Credit Analyst at LendingTree. However, I think there may be more who do it because they can, or because of the thrill of it. I also think that those who did it successfully could be tempted into doing it again, given there were no consequences the first time. They might be emboldened to do it over and over again. You mean like the wanton looters who are currently robbing stores in California at free will? You know, like those ones? Now, for those of you who still naively believe that deep down we're all just good people, when asked if they felt bad about their actions, 60% of those who have stolen did feel remorseful, and 33% said they've been caught. Now, before you start celebrating the remorsefulness of these fine folks, a total of 44% say they'll likely do it again. That's almost half, folks. Wonder how many of those were in the got caught category. I don't know, they didn't say. LendingTree noted that about 37% said they'd only steal food, water, or healthcare goods. Okay, well, at least they got principles. Okay, now the food and healthcare goods, okay, I can sort of get that. But water, when it's freely available virtually anywhere? Does that mean that if you take Louis Vuitton bags, so long as you fill them up with food, water, and healthcare products, it's okay? I wonder what kind of loss retailers are experiencing on produce. For example, organic. I mean, how many folks grab organic produce but ring it up as its regular cousin? Or how many folks don't always weigh everything on the scale either? I'm sure there's lots of that. A total of 69% of survey respondents said they believe that self-checkout machines contribute to shoplifting. Wow, almost 70%. So it's sort of like, not my fault. If the machine weren't there, I wouldn't be tempted. Kind of along the same lines as, honey, if she hadn't hit on me, I wouldn't have cheated on you. Really, I promise. Several retailers are currently rethinking self-checkout after experiencing shrink. Okay, don't say a word. Which is the retail industry's term for loss of inventory, not what you were thinking. Funny how woke politically correct language is everywhere, huh? So, shrink, you mean like theft, stealing? That is the fancy word we have for it now. Loss of inventory kind of makes it sound like the store misplaced those Cheerios or something, instead of saying that the Cheerios were simply stolen. Now, if there's any consolation in any of this, it's the sheer fact that regardless of income, dishonesty seems to run rampant in the DNA of human beings. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, please share them. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account. If you also want to follow me on Twitter for now X, you can follow me at Camera612, and I will see you next time.